want to discuss a few of the changes that's going on with the game at the moment. So obviously Unity's new pricing plan affects some of the development choices that I'm going to make here on out in the future. For the time being, I'm actually going to stay with Unity and at least at the very minimum finish this project. But we're going to see what other changes that they're going to make in the future. So by the time I finish, who knows if they're going to walk more things back. So right now, they started off with everyone probably knows this if you've been following. I think it was 20 cents per download, which is like, how the hell are you going to even track that? I have no idea. How could you possibly track something like that? But anyways, now they're only charging 4% if you make over $1 million. So they basically copied Unreal's plan, but it's not the same, see, because Unreal doesn't make you pay for seats each year, but Unity does make you pay at least like $2,000 a year for seats for the continuing like usage of their product or whatever. So it's kind of bullshit. They're absolutely charging way more and scamming people out. So I might end up moving to Unreal, and plans were tentative to remake the entire game but in 3D. As you know, in one of the previous updates, I was talking about how I had to remake all of the art and delete all of the AI art, all the art that's in the game in general, and switch to a exclusively tile map based rendering like graphics system. So I did do that. I had to recreate all of the vehicles, all of the structures, and I had to delete multiple tile maps because I used to use a 256 by 256 tile map. But now everything's using a 128 by 128. I feel like that's kind of like the best, I guess, bang for the buck as far as memory consumption goes. So the next thing I did was the golden XP when you're doing stuff in the game. So when you kill mobs and maybe certain structures, if I want it to work that way. But the mobs, for the most part, I made it like League of Legends. So you kill the mob, guess what? The XP goes right into your character, and the gold goes right into your freaking inventory. There's no more additional like small little orb collectibles floating around in space that you can't fucking see because you're too far zoomed out. So we fixed that. It was very annoying running around trying to pick up all the resources. And on the subject of annoying, I also made the characters, every time you move the left stick, the characters would say something. And I think that was probably a big turnoff for most people because when I'm looking at my Steam demo statistics, so people, they only play like 4 minutes of the demo and they're probably getting annoyed by the character's movements. So I should fix that, and I'm probably going to update the demo and release the current version as the new demo or whatever. Make a little update of that in the Steam, whatever the hell it's called, the Steam page, have a little thing that demos updated with all of these changes that I have listed here. We'll go down the list. The next thing I did was a proximity trap system. So it's pretty easy. Every game has this, right? Like character walks in the box, trap springs. Very easy, right? So these traps can either be visible or invisible. And I have a system which I'll show that here. These multiple, you can have an array of things that are going to get toggled when the trap gets finally sprung. So the trap can be invisible, it can be not invisible. However you want to set it up, it's going to work pretty well. You can make it be like a Sino from EVE Online, and yeah, I'm sure a lot of you remember you get close to this dumbass who's just floating out in space, right? He's floating out in space, trap springs, he pops Sino, and a bunch of dreadnoughts or battleships fall on top of your head. Really annoying, but yeah, that's basically what I'm going to be doing with this system. You can pop and swap what mobs it's going to spawn. You can pop and swap the rate at which they're going to spawn. You don't even have to, you can spawn fucking projectiles. Like you can spawn a bunch of sea mines if you want to spawn sea mines. It literally does not matter. And oh my god, I fucking forgot that was there. I cannot believe that. I've got a few levels here. There's 2 levels right now, 2 pretty decent sized levels. They give you about maybe half hour to an hour of playtime depending on how skilled you are at the game, and we're gonna get more levels in there. I want more very unique gameplay. I want every level to be different, and I want there to be at least 100 levels before I release. So we're working on that. I promise I will delete that trap. That's gonna be gone. You won't be running into random sea mine trap. But yeah, we're finishing these levels. that's basically all that's really left, is to thread all these mechanics together in a way that makes sense. And I do have a plan for how the proximity trap system is going to work into the story of the game. There is a story behind the crabs and how they tie into the whole world and how these different factions tie in with each other. So I'm working on that, but I am not going to release any of that info here because I do not want to spoil it for you. Anyways, thanks again for watching this video. Please subscribe, like the video, subscribe if you want to see more content updates and progress on where this game is at and where it's headed in the future. Thanks for tuning in. All right, bye.